Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Sunday Night Live. I'm Mark Anthony Jackson from Guhuza, and joining me today again is Ian McLaughlin. Ian, I'm so glad to have you back.
Thanks, Mark. It's great to be back. And tonight's topic is one that, like my own daughter, a lot of young job seekers are probably feeling very personally about right now.
Exactly, and we could get into that more as we're going to talk about youth unemployment and what's happening with that. And recently, we just saw the latest U.S. job numbers come out. That
Oh,
came out on Friday. And the headline does not tell the full story. As we've been saying over and over again, the headline really doesn't tell the whole story. The economy added about 57,000 jobs in June. The unemployment rate held steady at about 4.2%, but teen unemployment is still much higher at 14.6%. So tonight we're talking about youth unemployment, why the market feels so frustrating for young people, and what young job seekers can actually do to stay ahead. Because this is not just about numbers. It's about people applying, waiting, refreshing their email, and wondering why no one is responding. So the market feels different when you're just starting out, right? Ian, when people hear the unemployment is 4.2%, they may think that the job market is still fine. But for someone trying to get their first job, first co-op, first internship, or full-time opportunity, it could kind of feel different, completely different.
yeah, that's exactly right. A young job seeker, they're not always looking just for another job. They're often looking for someone to give them a chance, right?
And
That
that's
first chance.
exactly, and that's the part that people often forget. Everyone forgets it because a lot of young job seekers are not asking for a shortcut. They're just asking for a starting point, something simple. They are applying online, they're fixing their resumes, they're writing cover letters, they're trying to learn AI tools, they are taking certificates, they're showing up, but still, many feel stuck before they even get a chance to do an interview, right?
Right.
And when that happens over and over again, people start to get affected and their confidence drops. You start wondering, is my resume the problem? Is my experience the problem? Is it me? But is that
And
true?
sometimes it's not always that they're doing nothing. It's that the process is very hard to break into.
Exactly. And tonight's message is all about that. Young people need to try harder. A lot of
Yeah.
them are already trying. The real message is the strategy has to change because the market has already changed. So let's get into this is not about young people being lazy. And I want to say this clearly. This is
Mm.
not about young people being lazy, right? This is an easy thing to say, but it does not fully explain what's actually happening right now. A lot of young people want to work. They want experience. They want to build something. They want to prove themselves at the end of the day, but they
Yeah.
keep running into the same problem. Employers want experience, but young people need someone to give them that experience in the first place.
Right. And then you see these entry level jobs asking for 2 or 3 years experience.
Like, who is that helping? For young job seekers, that could feel really discouraging, really, because you're thinking, how do I get experience if every beginner role does not feel like a beginner role, right? This is why youth unemployment hits so hard. It's not only financial, it affects your confidence, your motivation, and even how you answer people when they ask, did you find anything yet? I know a lot of young people are hearing that.
Oh yeah.
The question can feel heavy when you're trying to when you're trying and you're trying and you're not hearing anything back. So the strategy that we like to think of, what job seekers can actually do, the first thing is to use AI, but do not let AI erase your personality. Now we talk about this all the time, Ian. We don't want AI to erase your personality. AI can help with your resume. It can help
Yeah.
understand the job descriptions. It can help you practice your interview questions. It can help you research companies. That's all very useful information. But if every resume, cover letter, and interview answer sounds the exact same, an employer starts to notice that.
Right. And AI shouldn't make you sound generic, right? It should help you explain yourself better, a little more clear, right?
Exactly. Use AI to organize your thoughts, but make
Yes.
sure your experience is still there. If you worked in retail, talk about customer situations you handled. If you volunteered, talk about the responsibilities. If you worked on a school project, explain what you actually contributed, right? If you helped with social media, events, admin work, data, or customer service, do not undersell it. Young job seekers sometimes think their experience does not count because it was part-time, volunteer, school-related, or informal. But at the end of the day, all experience counts when you could explain it and say what you learned, what you did, and especially how it connects to the job. And Ian, this is going to sound very familiar to you because we talked about this on our Thursday. Build proof, not
Oh,
promises. That
yes.
is the strategy. So
Yes.
almost everyone says the same thing. I'm hardworking, I'm reliable, I'm a fast learner, I'm a team player. I've heard that about a million and one times. Those are good qualities, but employers hear that all the time. You don't even understand all
Yes.
the time. So the question really becomes, how do you prove it? How do you show?
Oh, go by like if you're interested in marketing, show a sample campaign. If you're interested in data, show a spreadsheet or a dashboard, software, show a project, right? HR, show that you understand resumes, interviews, onboarding, or communication.
Those are all exact. They're hitting the point exactly right, Ian. And this doesn't mean to overcomplicate everything. It does not
No,
need to be complicated. A small portfolio can help. A LinkedIn post can help. And I know a lot of people, even the young people that we interact with, Ian, on a regular, they don't really have much of a LinkedIn presence.
no.
A school project can help. A short introduction video can help. A sample report can help. A certificate can help. But only if you could explain what you learned from it. And that point is
Yes.
simple. Do not only tell employers what you can do, show them something. Because
So,
when you have proof, you are not just saying, I think I can do it. You're saying, here is something I have actually worked on that changes the conversation.
need something to back it.
You need something to back it always. And it goes back even to when you were talking about back before when hiring was like you walk inside, you hand a piece of paper. You still need to say what you can do and how you can do it, no
Right?
matter what. That hasn't changed much. But with all this online stuff, the strategy is a bit different than what people usually expected. And a third strategy is visibility. Ian, we talk about this all the time. And I know people say network all the time. And sometimes that advice can feel frustrating. But because a young job seeker may think, I don't have a network, that's the problem. Is that the problem, Ian?
No, everyone has family connections or someone who can introduce them to an employer.
Exactly. So when we say visibility, we don't mean you need to know someone important. We mean you need to create more chances for people to see you beyond your resume. That could mean attending career fairs, job fairs, joining a live Q&A session like what we do on Thursdays at two
Yeah.
o'clock, commenting thoughtfully on LinkedIn, messaging someone to ask about their career path. I know you see that all the time, Ian.
No, I get a lot of those messages. Yeah.
You could use your school's career center. Most schools have those career centers. Even high schools nowadays, I'm hearing that they have career centers
Yeah.
too.
No, a lot of them are starting to do that now.
Or joining platforms where employers can actually connect with you directly, because a resume can list your experience, but a conversation can show your attitude. A conversation can show your
Exactly.
communication. A conversation can show that you're serious, prepared, and willing to learn.
And for young job seekers, that can be the difference because your strongest qualities may not always show up on paper.
Exactly. And that's why getting to the conversation part actually matters the most. And we're going to
100%.
tie in Guhuza to this all because at the end of
You
the day,
have to.
one of the biggest problems in hiring right now is that job seekers and employers are not always getting connected fast enough. A
Yeah.
young person may have the attitude, communication skills, and the potential, but if they are only sitting in a pile of resumes, the employer may never see it, right?
Right. And employers may also be missing people who could fit strong because the process is too slow or it's too resume heavy.
Correct. That's why we have Guhuza built around live, real-time, on-demand interviews. The idea is to help job seekers and employers connect faster because sometimes what young job seekers need most is not just another application portal. You've seen those about a million times. You've applied to about a million of them. They need a chance to speak, a chance to explain themselves, a chance to show that they are more than just their resume. Technology should not make hiring colder. it should help create better human connections. And AI can help with matching and preparation, but people still need to talk to people. And that is where the trust starts. So now moving into it, I just want to mention our Thursday at 2 o'clock Eastern. It's a live session. And this session is for job seekers who want to understand the market, improve their resume, prepare for interviews, ask questions, and learn about how platforms like Guhuza can help them connect directly with employers.
Because sometimes people don't need another motivational quote, right? They need
Mhm.
they need clear advice they can actually use.
We've done that. We've been trying that for a good couple of weeks now, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
So join us on the Thursday at 2 o'clock. Follow Guhuza and make sure that your profile and resume are ready. We have the link in the description somewhere there where you can come and make sure to attend that session. We usually host it on LinkedIn Live as well, so be sure to check out there too on their Guhuza's company page. So to every job seeker, young job seeker who's watching this, hear this message. This market is hard. We understand it, you understand it. But your
100%.
lack of experience does not mean your lack of value. And not hearing back does not mean that you have nothing to offer. Getting rejected does not mean that you are not capable, but it does mean you have to be strategic. Use AI, but keep your voice. Build proof, not just promises, and stop relying on only applications. Find ways to be seen, heard, and remembered.
And do not wait till you feel perfectly ready. Start building, start practicing, start reaching out, start showing what you can do.
You do not need to have your whole career figured out right now. You're starting off, you're a young person, your entry level. But you do need to keep motivated with your intention. And that's the main thing today. So I want to thank you, Ian, again for joining me today to talk about how the young job seekers, especially like your daughter, as you were saying, are what they're experiencing right now, how it's working and how things are affecting them.
And I got to thank you, Mark. You know, this was a really important topic today.
Exactly. And I want to thank everyone again for watching Sunday Night Live. I want to make sure everyone follows Guhuza on our different social medias. We have Instagram, we have X, we have LinkedIn, we have everything. So, and be sure to join us on our Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern and
Yep.
let us know in the comments, what is the hardest part of the job search right now for young people? Is it finding jobs, hearing back, or even just getting interviews? Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will be back next Sunday. And I think, Ian, I think you might be joining me again next Sunday. I'm not too
Again?
sure. I think you might be.
Ooh.
Ooh,
All right, we'll
so we
see.
got some more topics to talk about. But thank you again, everyone. Hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead. And lots is happening. Lots is happening. So let's see. Have a great one, guys.